It is so stressful when your child has a tummy ache, right? Especially when you feel like you're just not getting any clear answers. Well, we're here to help break down what might be happening and show you some really positive steps you can take.
Before we start, please remember that this video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always talk to your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider about any questions you have regarding your health.
So let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? Your child is clearly in pain. You've been to the doctor, maybe you've even gone through a bunch of tests, and they all come back saying everything is normal. It's such a frustrating place to be, and I promise you, you are definitely not alone. And here is the most important thing I want you to hear today. The pain your child is feeling, it is 100% real. Just because a test doesn't show an illness doesn't mean the pain isn't there. We have to start right there, by knowing their feeling is real.
Okay, so if the tests are normal, what in the world is causing this pain? Well, doctors have a name for this, and it actually helps us understand what's going on. It's called functional abdominal pain.
So what does that even mean? It's pretty simple, actually. It's real belly pain that's happening because of a kind of communication mix-up, a glitch between the gut and the brain. Think of it like a bad cell phone connection, where the messages get all scrambled. The gut and brain just aren't talking to each other the right way.
To really get this, we need to look at the team responsible for all of this, the gut and the brain. So let's talk about how this team is supposed to work and, what happens when things go a little wrong.
So your gut and your brain, they're connected. It's a real physical connection. You can almost think of it like a super highway between them, and they are constantly sending messages back and forth, all day, every single day. This partnership is incredibly important for our health.
With functional abdominal pain, those communication lines get crossed. The gut becomes extra sensitive. So normal things, like just food moving through, get misinterpreted by the brain as a major pain signal. The alarm bells are going off when they really don't need to. This is so important. It's not all in their head. It's a real communication problem happening inside their body.
So why do these wires get crossed? Well, it can be a mix of things. Some kids are just born with extra sensitive nerves in their belly. For others, big feelings like stress or anxiety can literally trigger the pain. Even things like a change in the good bacteria living in their gut, or even just a family history of sensitive stomachs can play a role.
Okay, so we understand the problem. Now for the most important part. What can we actually do about it? Let's talk about some real practical steps you can take to help manage the pain and get your child feeling so much better.
We can break the whole strategy down into 3 main steps. First, making some smart little changes to what they eat. Second, using some really powerful mind-body tools. And third, just building some solid, healthy habits into their everyday life.
Let's start with diet. One simple change that can make a huge difference is to try eating smaller meals more often during the day. It's just easier on the digestive system, and it keeps the gut from feeling overwhelmed, which is something that can trigger those pain signals.
Next up, these mind-body tools. This is where you can see some amazing progress. Things like cognitive behavioral therapy are fantastic because they can actually help rewire that faulty gut-brain connection. It's like they teach the brain how to respond to gut signals differently. Basically, how to ignore the false alarms.
And last but not least, please never underestimate the basics. Getting enough good quality sleep and getting regular physical activity, they are incredibly powerful. They help manage stress and they keep that whole gut-brain system working a lot more smoothly. Truly, they're like powerful medicine.
As we wrap this up, there's a really important message I want to leave you with. If you are going through this with your child, please know that you are not alone. This is way more common than most people think.
Just look at this number. Almost 12% of children all over the world experience this kind of pain. Think about that for a second. That's more than 1 in every 10 kids. Your family is part of a huge community that's navigating this exact same challenge.
And this right here, this might be the most important takeaway of all. The main goal isn't always to make the pain disappear completely. It's to help your child get back to their normal life, to school, to sports, to friends, even if the pain still shows up sometimes. It's all about learning to manage it so it doesn't run their life.
And let's end on this final thought. Just understanding what's happening is the first most powerful step. Your child is safe, their body is healthy, and with the right tools and your support, they absolutely will feel better.